Okay, so welcome to the Deshan clan. There's the house right there. My husband is working on getting the drone up and ready to get some footage. We're going to be breaking ground on our spring garden for 2025. This right here, this broken up rock wall right here is where our property starts and it goes all the way over. I'm going to take you for a walk down the common drive and around the property. So let's go. We do own the swamp that's right here. What I'd like to do with this area is open it up a little bit. All the fallen trees we'll clean up. You can see all this is swamp. What I'd like to do is open this up a little bit. As I said, the fallen trees, we're going to clean up as best as we can and hopefully have an area where our little son can investigate and make Mississippi mud pies and what have you. So let's go this way. We have done a lot of construction over the last few years. So I'm going to walk you through right now where Patrick's car or truck is. There used to be a mailbox for a newspaper. I had done some planters here at one point. We ended up clearing all of it out to make room for more parking spaces for when family comes through. You can probably hear the drone. He's still trying to work that out. Here's the house. In the spring of 2025, this year, we're going to break ground hopefully in April, where a 3-season room is going to come off of the kitchen door. It's going to go over the where the car is right now. We'll have an outdoor kitchen right here, some seating right here in the covered area that the 3-season room will create. And it'll be great. So we can grill whenever we want, things like that. Over here is where we have a patio situation. I might get another umbrella. I moved the umbrella to a different spot. We are cleaning up these rocks and we're gonna make this all the same amount of rock and the same size of rock. So we're working with 1.25 on the rock. The tractor is under repair right now. We've got our gasolines and stuff for when we need them. Over here is where we're gonna have our campfire. This is not gonna happen this year, but if you can see, we did put our fire pit in the middle and we placed some of these rocks that some were naturally there and some we placed for seating. That stump can also be used for seating. And as I said, that broken rock wall right here is where our property is. This last year we built, well, when I say we, I mean Patrick and a couple of his friends helped build this retaining wall and that retaining wall. And these are the stairs going to enter the garden. So let's go up that way. The tiller was delivered today. Okay, so where the vertical planter is right now is going to be the end. We're going to do a cinder block perimeter for the garden. The flowers are going to go in the holes of the cinder blocks, and then the center of the actual garden is going to be vegetables. We're going to till this area probably tomorrow morning, Saturday. We're going to lay weed mat around the perimeter where the rock path around the garden is going to be placed. And then we're going to build our cinder block perimeter for the actual garden. Over here is our generator and our propane tank. I am going to thin out some of the hostas that grow over here. And then we have some hydrangeas in the corner. I believe a mini rose bush is over there as well. And Patrick went ahead and built up this nice wall. So when we finish building this garden, we're going to put in a fence this way with a wide opening gate, kind of where the tiller is right now, to keep the deer from coming in, because we did notice that the deer were coming in last year. So this is huge. When this project first started, I didn't realize how big of a deal it was. So this is very exciting. Patrick loves going in his machine, so he might be starting tonight since we have some daylight still. Let me go ahead and walk you around the property. Over here, there used to be a lot of brush. We pulled it all out and back, evened it out, and now this is a perfect spot where we have done picnics. We have a rock garden over here. I did thin it out last year at the end of the season, so I'm not sure what's gonna pop up. I know there's bleeding hearts in there, so we're gonna leave that alone. This is the old well. Or no, this is our current well. The old well is where the vertical planter is. This is another place where I cleaned out at the end of the season, and we'll see what actually comes. This tree right here, I believe is cherry blossom or magnolia. No, magnolia. And this is where my godparents actually are laid to rest with their ashes. And it's a beautiful rock garden. We plan on putting a bench right here that all seasons we can come out and sit with them, you know, and have some peaceful, quiet time with my godparents. Over here is another garden bed. That's the hydrangea. It's beautiful. There's another purple. You can't see it. Let me show you. This, it looks dead, but it's not. It's just another hydrangea. I'm not really sure. I think these are the grass looking like things is lily valleys, something like that. So we'll see what pops up. But that's a purple hydrangea. It's a beautiful plant that the leaves are dark purple, almost black. A rose bush and then a mini rose bush over there. And I know there's hyacinth in here too. I'm not sure what this is called, but if you can see, the branches are so curly and curly cues and whatnot. My mother, years and years ago, when my godparents met my parents, they were in the African Violet Society of Norwalk in Connecticut. And evidently, my mother had put together a beautiful flower arrangement and won the contest. And my godmother loved the curly cueness of this tree that she had put in that arrangement and ended up planting the tree there. So that's beautiful. And I noticed the other day that one of my favorite flowers bloomed. There are some, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in. There's a purple flower right there. And she's closed up right now because it's getting chilly out now. But she's blooming during the day. So here's the dog run, and you can hear the dogs. That's Dory barking. We have Dory, who's an Affenpinscher. She's about 13 or 14 years old, and then Buddy is a rescue Jack Russell. He's sitting on the stairs. I can't tell if you can see, but I'm sure we'll get a view of them. Oh, there's Buddy, and he's about 5 or 6. He was a rescue from Texas. This is the rest of the land. Right now, this is all forsythia, and back there is the brush pile. We are going to clear this land out. Let's go farther. This was another forsythia right here that we transplanted. That was in front of the house where the 3-season room is going. I'm going to take you down here. This is a better shot of the brush pile that we are going to keep. That abuts the neighbor who does that as well. We did make an access point right here for machinery, and you can see there's track lines from the tiller. And we'll go back and get some footage of him using the machine. Down here where all these leaves are and some brush, we're gonna clear this up, and this is gonna be a wildflower garden that we can walk through. So that's exciting, but that's not gonna start this year. I'm gonna go down this steep hill. Hopefully I won't fall. Okay, this is the common drive to our neighbors. As I said, all of this is gonna be cleared out eventually. And that's gonna be the wildflower garden. Over here, Patrick went ahead and fixed the drainage issue that was originally here and put in a brand new catch basin. Now, this whole area we call as the Enchanted Garden. We have a line of mature trees on both sides. When the material is all used up, this is just going to be grass for the little one to play in and whatnot. We're going to build up this rock wall a little bit more because there's plenty of rock in here from the land. It's a very rocky and sandy environment that we're working with. We're going to make sure that we don't choke out these mature trees with some weed mat and some rock. That hopefully will happen this year as well. This big pile of rock right here is the stone that we're using in the garden and around the perimeter of the foundation to keep, pests away and drainage issues, things like that, so that all doesn't arise. I'll give you another shot of the Enchanted Forest. This is all ours. I have some perennials planted in that little area, and they've come up the last 2 years, so I'm happy about that. This is a better shot of the Enchanted Forest. As I said, we have mature trees going down on either side. This is all going to be grass. This is the access point for mowing the lawn. This is another side of the house. As I said, off the kitchen door is going to be the 3-season room, and we're going to grade this area a little bit better, including in the dog run, to level out and make it more of a natural decline into the Enchanted Forest. And that is a tour of the property. Let's go see what Patrick's doing in the garden. And I apologize if you can't hear me. It looks like he is leveling out the area. And then he'll be tilling it.